Hello and welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we're going to get a little metagamey here. You might possibly have seen that this game was already uploaded, and that is true. I'd already played a 14 inning game where we had beaten the Reds 3-2, only for the file to supposedly get corrupted when I went to go save after that game. I was afraid I'd lost the entire series, that this was going to have to be the end of things. So had some real panicky dark moments there for just a little while. But thankfully, because I had no other real options, I went ahead and turned the Wii off and turned it back on, and it allowed me to reload the game. So basically we're just going to have to take another crack at this one, forget that 14 inning monstrosity ever happened. Took a big chunk out of my day, so we have to redo now. And yeah, we'll try this again. So you'll see the Reds do have one change since we played them early in the year. Kennedy is no longer playing short. It's now Thomas Perez. Aaron Harang is going to start this game. As far as standings are concerned, the only live races are the NL West and the AL Central. Both are tied. The Dodgers and Rockies play each other these last two games of the season to try to settle that division. Out in the AL Central, I'd say out as if they're not, the teams right here close to me. The White Sox play the Indians, and the Tigers play the Red Sox. So the White Sox with maybe a little bit of an inside edge at the end of the day. So back into this game, and I'm going to have to try to really hard to keep things focused here and not think about what's already happened today. Kester started off with a single and then just got thrown out stealing. And that'll bring Zach with a 1-1 count. In the earlier, now not actually happened game, I guess, Zach had an excellent day, and like 5 for 6 or something, but starts off this game with a ground ball to third. Chief at the plate, nobody on base, 2 outs. And he looks at strike one. And that pitch down and out, 1-1 the count. There, it's put into center field, but Xiao is able to range over and make the grab. So no runs. Squirrels go down in order thanks to the caught stealing. Look at the defensive lineup you guys watched me set. And Lamasny is going to start this game. In the now lost game, Norris Hopper started off his first 2 at-bats with singles. Lamasny gave up 2 runs over 5 innings, and he was gassed that entire 5th inning, but he did get through it. So we'll see how things work out now, and hopefully this is going to be the real game. Hopefully I'm able to save after this one. Hopper with a 1-2 count. Fouls this one away. We'll do it again. Ground ball to second. Kester throws over. There's 1 out, 1 down. Xiao at the plate. Gets a swing and a miss in the first pitch. That pitch down and out. 2-1 the count. That's going to be a base hit for Xiao into right field. 1 on, 1 out. Very speedy runner on first. Derek Lee at the plate. Xiao takes off. We think we found out that Ionetta has trouble throwing runners out. And right on cue, Xiao is in there safely. Runner now in scoring position. 1 out. Derek Lee at the plate. And he puts a... Oh, actually, no. Joey makes a good play, and that turns into a double play as Showa taking off ready to score. Didn't know Joey had that kind of range, to be honest. So both teams have hits, but go down in order. So we go into the fourth inning, scoreless, and Terry at the plate. He looks at a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Frank at the plate. Frank had a miserable time in the originally recorded game. I don't know how many at-bats he ended up with, but I don't think he got a hit the entire time. Puts this one into deep center. This one will get down for a hit, so he's already improved his day. Has a one-out double as it one-hops the center field wall right in front of the bullpen, though I guess I don't know whose bullpen that is. It's been a long time since I've been to Great American Park. Michalak at the plate. He takes strike 1. Grounds this one foul, make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, it's up to Ionetta to try to drive in the first run. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And that one down and out. Lined, diving play at first. And that will end the inning. Good play by Derek Lee. Still no runs. We go to the bottom of the second. Adam Dunn at the plate for Cincinnati. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. There's a strike. Grounds this one to short. Joey throws over. 1 down. All right. Edwin Encarnacion at the plate. Takes the curveball outside. Grounds this one to third. 2 down. That will bring Brandon Phillips to the plate. He also had a miserable day in the originally recorded game, so probably means he'll come through with a hit here. Looks at strike 1. And instead grounds to Joey, and that will end the second inning. We're scoreless as we head into the third. Joey due up for the Squirrels. Joey looks at strike 1. That's going to be a base hit into left center. Joey takes a big turn at first, but does settle for the single. Lamosny has not gotten a hit in this month. Pretty sure we picked him up from Portland last year, so I can't say he's never had a major league hit, but I don't think he has with us. Definitely hasn't this year. Still showing bunt. 2-1 the count. Gets this bunt foul. 2-2, still showing bunt. Pulls back for a ball. We got a full count. Nobody out. Runner on first. Now we get a ground ball to shortstop, and we're just hoping it's not a double play, and it is not. So 1 down. Lamosny at first. Kester at the plate. Got a hit in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1. This one popped into actually right on the fringe here. Encarnacion grabs it for the second out. Brings Zach to the plate. I mentioned how Lamosny did in the original game. I should probably mention Harang pitched 9 innings, gave up 2 runs. So he had a good outing in the originally recorded game too. Has a scoreless so far through 3 now. David Ross will lead things off for the Reds in the bottom half of the third inning. First pitch swung on and missed. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Ground ball to third. Chief throws over. 1 down. That will bring Thomas Perez to the plate. First pitch off the plate. There's a called strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Aaron Harang at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Ground ball to third. It does stay fair. Chief with a long throw, but does make it, and that'll end the third inning. We are scoreless through the first third. Chief will open up things for the Squirrels in the 4th inning. Chief flew out in his first at-bat. Grounds this one to short. Perez fields it, throws it over. Terry struck out swinging in his first at-bat, one of 2 strikeout victims for Harang so far today, as he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Gets a hold of this one into center field, and it is down for a single. 1 on, 1 out. Frank doubled in his first at-bat. Pops this one up right at the plate. David Ross, standing by the umpire, makes the catch. 2 down. It's up to Michalak, who struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one towards second. Phillips will handle it, and that will end the top of the 4th. We are still scoreless. Norris Hopper is going to be back up for the Reds. Only 1 strikeout for Lemassny the first time through the Reds' order, as Hopper looks at a ball. And then that curveball catches the inside corner. 1-1. And a fastball on the outside. 1-2. This one hit towards the middle, but Kester able to glove it and throw it to first. Wasn't hard hit. It was a pretty easy play for Kester. Shao with a base hit in his first at-bat, but then was doubled off of second after Joey made a great play on a line drive that looked like it was headed for center field. Shao has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Looks at strike 2. Sorry, a hiccup in there. Doesn't go chasing that high fastball. Grounds this one to third. Out number 2. Derek Lee lined out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. You want to say Derek Lee lined out. He looked like he had probably a single or even a double up the middle, and Joey robbed him. Grounds this one to Joey, who takes it more conventionally, and that will end the 4th inning. Still scoreless as we go into the 5th. Iannetta will lead things off for the Squirrels. Chris Iannetta, I think he lined out in his first at-bat. I'm not 100% sure now. He might have been the one Derek Lee made a good play on. In this at-bat, though, he puts one right back up the middle for a base hit. That'll bring Joey to the plate, who got a hit in his first at-bat. Grounds this one back to Harang. His only play is to first, so works out like a sac bunt. The problem is that we have the pitcher at the plate. Runner on second, 1 out. Looks like Lemassny is going to swing. Oh, now he shows bunt after taking strike 1. Pulls it back, and it is called a ball. This bunt is fouled away. 1-2. Lemassny now swinging, and he misses. 2 down. Kester at the plate. Did already get a hit in his first at-bat. I actually don't remember what he did in his second now off the top of my head. Has a 2-0 count. Runner on second. 2 outs. This one catches the inside. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Called strike 3. Harang gets out of the mini jam. Halfway through the game, still waiting on a run. Adam Dunn will lead off things for the Reds in the bottom of the 5th. Dunn takes strike 1. Takes strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Only the second strikeout for Lemasny on the day. Brings Encarnacion to the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat, and he takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. This one up and in, brushes Encarnacion back. Grounds to third, Chief throws over. 2 down. Phillips ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at a strike. That's going to be a base hit for Brandon Phillips into right field. That'll bring David Ross to the plate. I didn't note it specifically, but in case you guys haven't noticed, Ross was batting 8th before they made the change at shortstop. Phillips tries to steal second, and Iannetta does throw him out. So that will end the 5th inning. We're still scoreless, and Zach is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Lemasny going strong, not even wiping his brow as of yet, so it looks like he will get through 6 this time around. Zach looks at strike 1. Puts this one into left field. Adam Dunn makes the grab. Chief 0 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1. Pops this one high in the air right at first base. Derek Lee makes the grab. 2 down. Terry 1 for 2 today. Struck out and singled. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to second. Phillips throws it over. That'll end the top of the 6th. David Ross will be back up at the plate after being at the plate when Brandon Phillips made the last out of the 5th. So here he is to open the 6th. Ground out in his first at-bat. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Thomas Perez struck out in his first at-bat. Pops this one up back to Lemasny. Aaron Harang ground out in his first at-bat. Lemasny finally starting to wipe his brow. Looks at strike 1. There's going to be a base hit up the middle for Aaron Harang. That brings Hopper back to the plate. His ground out in his 2 at-bats so far. Swings and misses at the first pitch. That curveball in the dirt. Fouled away, makes it 1-2. And that is... Oh, I thought actually Kester was going to make that play, but he does not. It rolls into the right center gap. Puts runners on the corners now for Shao, who has already gotten 1 hit today. That curveball doesn't get the call. And a swing and a miss makes it 1-1. Runners on the corners. That one too high. Lemasny struggling to get through this inning. Has a 3-1 count on Shao. And that's going to be a base hit into left. Reds will score the first run of the game. Derek Lee at the plate. We're really going to see if we can get Lemasny through this. Although Derek Lee's maybe not the guy you want to try to limp somebody through an inning. Does have him with an 0-2 count, though. 2 on, 2 outs. 0-2. Pops this one up into the air. Iannetta gets under it. And that will end the 6th inning. Reds take the 1-0 lead. And Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels in the 7th. Frank has doubled and fouled out. Looks at a strike. Hits this one, a line drive into the corner in left. Hit it hard enough that I thought maybe he'd have to stop at a single, but he does make it into a leadoff double. So Frank having a much improved day. That will bring Michalak to the plate. Nobody out, a chance to drive in a run. And he looks at a slurve for a strike. Swings and misses, 0-2. Puts this one right back to Harang for the little pop out. 1 down, Iannetta at the plate. Takes a ball in the dirt. Takes a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. That one too low. Pops this one up. It looks actually Encarnacion's going to field it. 2 down. Runner still on second. Joey at the plate. And he's going to be intentionally walked. So let's get ready for a pinch hitter. So that puts runners on first and second. And let's try Whiteman. He's been red hot, and he actually got 2 hits when I recorded this game earlier. So, maybe he'll keep that going in this one. Harang from the stretch. Puts in a fastball for a strike. Puts in another fastball for a strike. Whiteman pops this one foul, but Derek Lee will make the play, and the Squirrels unable to score. We go into the stretch in Cincinnati. Squirrels 0, Reds 1. Alright, my apologies if the stretch got messed up a little bit there. I accidentally pulled my microphone out of its mount. Alright, let's go down to Hankins. We will put him into Joey's spot and then have Whiteman play second, where he's done well over there, actually. I don't think that's where his future is in the majors, but it keeps him in the lineup, at least while he's with us. Alright, so the Reds with the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Adam Dunn at the plate is 0 for 2 so far today. And he pulls this one just foul down the right field line. Pops up the second pitch. Iannetta is under it. 1 down. Encarnacion is ground out in each of his at-bats today. That curveball doesn't make it back to the plate. The slider is called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And that is going to be a soft liner towards short. Kester grabs it for the second out. Brandon Phillips is ground out and singled, and then was caught stealing after that single. Take strike 1. Gets a big hold of this one. I don't think it's coming back. It is not. Solo home run for Brandon Phillips, 13th of the year. A 390-foot shot gives the Reds a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. David Ross at the plate now. He is ground out and struck out today. Takes the ball. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. Called strike 2. Ground ball towards third. Oh, Chief for some reason doesn't field it. I don't know if he already thought it was foul, but it was called fair. So it's you got to put it down as a hit, I guess. Puts David Ross on first with 2 outs, and Thomas Perez at the plate. Grounds this one foul. He has an 0-2 count. That fastball down and in. Perez lays off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will end the 7th inning. But the Reds add on another with the Brandon Phillips solo home run. 2-0 Reds. In the 8th, Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels. Kester 1 for 3 today. And he's going to get a base hit up the middle. That brings a tying run to the plate in the form of Zach, who has not gotten a hit now. Pops this one up just in front of the plate. Harang drops it. Turns into a fielder's choice, so not the end of the world. They just trade Kester for Zach, which is probably a trade Cincinnati's happy with. So maybe that was an intentional drop there. Chief comes through with a base hit into the left center gap. Zach on his way to third. Chief cruises into second. 2 runners in scoring position. Frank will be up at the plate after we watch this replay. So your tying run is on second base. Terry at the plate with 1 out. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at a strike. 0-2. Grounds this one to first. Zach is coming in to score, and he's not going to make it. So a fielder's choice keeps the game 2-0. Runners now on the corners. Frank at the plate with 2 outs. Frank has had a couple doubles so far in this game. Has an 0-2 count at the moment, though. Fouls it away to stay alive. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Harang is out of the jam. Reds still leading 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it is Harang's spot up in the order. We'll see if the Reds pinch hit or not. They do not. Harang did get a hit in his last at-bat, and looks like he's going to try to go the complete game. Looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball off the corner. And a curveball for a strike. And this one too high. 2-2 the count. Called strike 3. Hopper at the plate. He is 1 for 3. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Shao is 2 for 3. And that pitch is outside. That pitch is inside. There's a called strike. And this one is just foul. Chief makes a dive at it, but can't get there. 2-2 the count now. Fly ball behind first base. Terry is waiting, and he makes the play. We go into the 9th inning. Bottom half of the order coming up here for the Squirrels. They need 2 runs to stay alive. Michalak has not gotten a hit today. And lines this one out to third. I don't think he got a hit in the originally recorded game either. Ionetta 1 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball. Looks at another ball. 2-1. He fouls that one away. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. All right. we've got a pinch hitting spot up here. We'll throw Quentin out there as Whiteman's already in the lineup at this point. And Minix is going to have all day tomorrow. More on that in a moment, however this game shakes out. Might be a quick moment. We'll see. Quentin will, take a strike. Didn't like that call at all. This one is outside, 1-1. And that's going to be softly lined to short, and that is your ball game. Assuming the game lets me save after this one, your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 0, Cincinnati Reds 2. So we trade in a win thanks to the Wii's faulty memory. Look at a few highlights here. So as far as tomorrow's game, if you've watched the past few seasons, you know that I basically empty the bench for the last game. So at the moment, I think the only starter that usual starter that may be in the game is Joey, and I might even have him come out and let somebody else play short. And Zap is going to start that game tomorrow. Harang and Xiao, your co-players of the game. So thank you everybody for watching and maybe watching again. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we wrap up the regular season tomorrow here in Cincinnati. We will see you then.